Right.
I was checking this girl next door.
Okay. Anyway, so following on from our previous topic, we are going to talk about why we think Chadwick Boseman's role as T'Challa in Black Panther should be recast. I think we're all in agreement.
How do you know, though?
Well, that's what I said. I think.
Well, don't think.
Okay, well, no, I won't think then. Okay.
But you think right.
But I'll quickly read this this article from The Independent.
Independent, reputable.
Very reputable.
Yes.
It says the title is Black Panther. Marvel fans call for Chadwick Boseman's role to be recast in the sequel. And this was 13 hours ago. Black Panther fans are calling for Marvel to recast Chadwick Boseman's role as King T'Challa in a new sequel. Hashtag recast T'Challa is currently trending on Twitter. I didn't know that. This comes after Letitia Wright's purported anti-vaxxer views and recent rumours of her departing Black Panther Wakanda Forever due to her vaccination status. Again, see, just... However, the Hollywood Reporter's Heat Vision newsletter has dispelled rumours of the actor's exit by stating that the 28-year-old is starring in the highly anticipated sequel, which will resume production in January 2022 with Wright in attendance. Earlier this year, Wright's name was mentioned in a Hollywood Reporter article posted on 6th of October about the debate surrounding COVID-19 vaccinations in Hollywood. It cited an unnamed source who claimed Wright espoused anti-vax views in the MCU production. It also mentioned that in December 2020, she shared an anti-vaccination video on her Twitter account. The clip disputed the safety and effectiveness of a potential COVID-19 vaccine, as well as the safety of vaccines in general. Since then, Wright has shut down a claim she expressed anti-vax views on the set of Black Panther 2. Marvel fans think it would be beneficial for the film to recast Boseman's role in the movie in order to refocus everyone's attention on the film. It talks about Chadwick Boseman working through cancer, and yeah, it basically, telling us everything that we know about this, about Chadwick Boseman dying and you know, tragically. So I'll go to you, Leon, first.
Yes.
Should they recast T'Challa?
Yes. Now, I understand the sentiment behind, like, you know, just thinking, you know, it's a life. We don't just want to replace a life. And I understand the sentiment, but at the end of the day, I'm just as an individual. If I'm Black Panther and I die, I want someone else to be Black Panther. Someone else must get to feel how this feels. I'm dead. I'm me gone. It's a character. Let's not get caught up in what this is. It's a character. You know? It's a tragedy that he died young and in the way he had to die. You know, but the world goes on. We've all lost people that have died of, you know, but the world goes on. You know, I can't just sit at home. You know, the bailiff will still come to the door if I don't pay the bills. Life goes on. So I do think they should have recast Black Panther, and I do think they should have got the storyline, kept it, you know, the way, however they was going to do it with, because with Chadwick Boseman. I don't know. Yeah, it's a character. The character hasn't died. These characters never die. Yeah, you know, Adam West played Batman how many years ago? So if he dies, you know, like
Batman,
whether he's alive or dead, you know, whether James Patterson now.
How many iterations of Batman have we had?
Right, and it's a character. It doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. You know, and that's not me being like heartless and not thinking about Chadwick, but he's no longer with us, and you know.
I personally completely 100% agree with you.
If you was Luke Cage and you died, I'm happy to take Luke Cage.
You bastard.
Yeah?
Nah, of course. Look, come on, man.
But,
Listen.
But do you know what I'm saying?
Look,
And it's
we've
not like...
it's not like we've not had precedent for this.
Yeah.
The guy from Spartacus, do you remember? So the new TV series. Well, he died.
Yeah, he did.
They recast him.
Yes.
And he even said, "I want the role recast before he died."
Yes.
Because he had to. Even before he died, he retired from the role because he was too sick with cancer.
Right.
To continue with the role.
Right.
So they recast the role. This is what I'm saying.
And he was great.
He was fantastic as the role.
Absolutely phenomenal.
You carry on because and I love that you said. Look, how many iterations have there been of Batman? If Adam West dies, we don't continue with Batman.
Yeah,
like, no.
Or if
Patterson dies, do you not continue with Batman? Of course you do. So why not the same for T'Challa?
Yeah,
you know. I'm gonna go into more depth, but I want to get your take on it as well, Damien. I know you're let us know what you think, man.
Well, if you guys go back into the tracks of our videos, you'll notice that I originally had a different outlook on this. I didn't have Leon's pragmatic look on it originally. My look was I thought they should have left it alone for a while. But to touch on what Leon said, to be pragmatic about it, you have to think, right, we have to move forward with this. My always concern was the level of like where Black Panther was and how much like the stakes that are there in regards to how we're going to do this, because of what you look at when you look at what Boseman did, but also like what the film did. It's like you're taking on a huge weight on your shoulders by playing T'Challa again.
Yeah.
Because so many questions will be asked of you as an actor. So many questions are going to be asked of you while you're doing the film. It's going to be constant barrage of pressure. And I couldn't think of someone that could take it on that quickly.
I could.
To do it. I know you said you could definitely. Leon could do it. But
I can justify it.
Like,
give a poor man that role, and he will do it.
Yes. I was thinking, like, when you mentioned Spartacus, for instance, Spartacus was good, but it wasn't this almost worldwide phenomenon that Black Panther was.
Yeah.
Like when the film came out, it struck a ripple around the world.
Without a doubt.
Whatever actor was going to take that on at the time, if it was that quick of a turnaround, there would be so much weight on that person. Yeah. So much on their shoulders. Yeah. And it would just be a quick case of, they're not doing anything, take it on. Because like you've got little children that were looking up and wearing Black Panther costumes, and that all the posters were put up of like comparing it. So from that perspective, I was concerned about it. Looking back at it now, I do think it needs to move on. But at the same time, it's like who to move on. I've got a few ideas who to move on with. But
share those ideas.
My first I mentioned before is Stephen James, who is in the National Champions trailer we reviewed before. 21
Bridges.
He's athletic. He's a gifted actor. If you've seen,
he's got the athleticism to do it.
Yeah, he's got the athleticism to do it, and he's got the acting chops. I mean, if Beale Street could talk, he's got amazing dramatic chops. He's a very good. I mean, even 21 Bridges, he holds the screen with Chadwick.
Yeah,
you know,
that scene in the train with Chadwick.
Yeah.
That was the bit where he's got the
The bit where he's got the person who's a hostage and they're playing back and forth to try and calm him down. Like that whole negotiation scene, you could see he was able to play the stakes off Chadwick very well. I would go as far as to say I think there's certain scenes where I think he held the screen even more so. So I think he would be a great cast. He's a young kid. He could definitely carry the series going forward. Like the series of films going forward. The other one I would say is very, very controversial, but if you were going to have a new person step up and replace Chadwick, replace T'Challa the character, one thing they could have possibly done was hired an actor and digitally done the face for the film. Technology's so far improved now that you look back, they did it with a Crow in '93.
I don't think people would have been for that.
I get you though, not as to carry it on, but like basically to write him out.
Right,
T'Challa gets killed off in that film.
And
they say goodbye to him in a proper way, because I don't know how they're going to do it in this film.
That's a possibility.
I don't know how they're going to do it. It's like, are they just going to have like cutbacks of things they shot and never used, and then they kind of disappear? Like, how are they going to actually write T'Challa out of this? So, I don't know. I mean, to Leon's point, they've got to be pragmatic about it. You have to move forward. But who you go with?
It's a rebranding. It's rebranding. Like he was the brand of it. But things change. They do. You know what I mean?
So I think I was probably definitely sentimental, probably overly sentimental at the time with it. But The other thing
you're
is,
an emotional guy.
I'm an emotional guy. Like,
Yeah.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. No, but the other thing is, like, if they do get someone who's not Stephen James, I can't think of anyone else. It has to be an unknown talent. They've got to go out there and find some. I can't really think of anyone.
I don't necessarily agree. I definitely agree with you, Stephen James. I also think John David Washington could do it.
See, I thought that, but
I think he could pull it off. I think he could pull it off.
I think he could.
I think he can pull it off.
He's got the pedigree.
He's got the pedigree.
He's got the
acting chops. He's got the acting chops
He's
for
got
it.
the pedigree.
I think he can pull it off. I think obviously he would have to do a deep dive and accent and everything. Basically, everything Chadwick Boseman had to do.
Yeah, he'd have to get in serious shape.
In serious shape, as again, everything Chadwick Boseman had to do, he'd have to do.
But I'm sure he would do it.
He'd be more than
he would rise to that.
I mean, look who his dad is. I mean, and look at his performances. I mean, I have no doubt that he would excel. An outside shot is someone me and you've always spoken about, and I know you rate him as well. But he would have to get in tremendous shape. He would need time to get in shape. But Aston Sanders, I can see why you'd say that. And I've got I haven't got a problem with that.
Yeah.
But again, for me, he's an emerging. If you're talking about a no-name guy, okay, he's not a no-namer, but he's not up there.
Yeah.
He's an up-and-comer, and I feel like
he's new enough and fresh enough, just like the others, to be the new brand.
I feel he's
hungry.
hungry. Yeah, he'll be hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Do you
get
see what
him
I'm
in
saying?
shape, get Lakeith Stanfield.
Do you know what?
Actor.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
That's not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice.
That's not a bad choice.
Yes.
That's not a bad. Because he's really impressed me. The last few years, especially with Judas and the Black Messiah. Bro, listen, I know Kaluuya got the Oscar and deservedly so. That could have easily have been Lakeith Stanfield. It could have gone either way. It could. Do you know what I mean? They both of their performances were phenomenal. The way he because when I saw the video of the actual guy he played, I was like, wow. Not only do you look like it, you've got the mannerisms down.
Yeah.
Like that could have easily. So that's a really good choice, bro.
I
like him as well. Yeah, 100%. That's a good choice. But I feel like something that you guys haven't touched. I mean, I agree with all your points.
Yes.
And I was a little bit like you at the beginning. I was like, yeah, I do want to see a new T'Challa, but at the same time, I felt Chadwick Boseman. I really like Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. And I've liked him way before Black Panther. I liked him when he did James Brown story.
Yeah.
When he did 42 to Jackie Brown.
Yeah, Jackie,
I remember because I was telling you about
Jackie
him
Robinson,
when Jackie Robinson, sorry. I knew him then. Like I was a big fan of his then. When he did the James Brown one for me, and you will appreciate this as being a musician. Like he did the music, the dance steps was all him.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, bro.
The work that went into that.
Honestly, seriously, this is a guy, Chadwick Boseman. He reminds me of Leonardo DiCaprio in that he will do whatever he needs to do to bring authenticity to that role. You know, whether it's learning how to dance for months on end like James Brown or learning an accent or whatever, he will do the work.
Yeah.
And you see that in his performances, do you know what I mean? And you saw it in Black Panther. I mean, they showed videos of him, and knowing what we know now, knowing that he was battling cancer while...
Do you know what that takes from you?
Oh, bro.
Trying to train and...
How did he even put on muscle having cancer? Because he obviously he might not put on a lot of muscle, but he did put on muscle.
He did well.
And
phenomenal.
I mean, I remember one of my friends was saying, do you know how much pain he must have been in as the Winston Duke was having him in that bear hug, you know, in that scene when they're fighting.
Winston Duke didn't know.
He had no idea.
Nobody knew.
No one knew.
You're doing a bear hug because actually
you're doing it properly. Yeah, you're going for it. I'm sure Chadwick Boseman probably told him to go for it. Do you know what I mean? Because you know you got to be authentic to this.
When I found out he was going through that just it raised my respect for him
to
a whole different level.
Man, and that's why I really felt it when he died, man. I felt it. I ain't gonna lie. I really did feel it, and that's why I understand. And I was of the same mindset as you, but with everything that's happened now, especially with this Letitia Wright story that we've touched on, the shine is being taken off Black Panther, and it's now going on things that shouldn't have been.
Yeah, the
focus should be on the film, and I feel like not only that, but when you think about the MCU, and you think about strong male black leads,
I was about to say
there aren't any.
No.
The only one that we have is Falcon, and Falcon is a side character.
He's a sad man.
Blade's about to come out, but
he's not. You know, and the way Black Panther was introduced in Civil War, it was like, yeah. You know what I mean?
It's like I could easily replace Iron Man or Thor. Or
easy. In fact, if you remember, they were talking about going forward, he was going to lead the Avengers. That's how big Black Panther was. Do you know what I mean? Or is. So my thing is that if you're going to, and that's what I'm saying, strong male presence in the MCU, there needs to be one. Black male. There needs to be.
It's a little bit of balance.
Because don't get me wrong, I love Anthony Mackie. I love him to be. I think he's fantastic in that.
Oh, he's brilliant.
He's an amazing actor. Amazing guy, looks like as well. And obviously he's now going to come up a little bit, being a new Captain America. But he's had to start as a side character. Whereas T'Challa is a king.
Yeah,
he's. Do you know what I mean?
It was established.
Born a king,
right?
It was established.
Right. We're not going to talk about slavery and this and and I know you hate them kind of films, but we're talking about a king, a black man who's a king, and a superhero.
This was the straight coming to America,
right?
The comedy,
right? 100%.
You see, the thing is, I'm not like I want to see a strong black female as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
However,
and that is coming as well.
Let's just get him in there.
Yeah,
just one guy. A proper leader.
Actually, we did get that in Black Panther because the Dora Milaje, who was his personal guard, were all females.
Yeah,
strong black females. You know, Okoye, do you know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah.
So we can't even say that. Like, we don't even need Shuri to be a strong black female.
There's so many.
There's so many of them.
And she's already there.
She's already there. Do you know what I mean?
So they could bring her in any time.
That's why we need T'Challa. As you said, Damien, there were so many boys and girls, but boys putting on that Black Panther mask and feeling pride in that they're seeing someone that looks like them on the screen.
My first day in a year 4 class, there were 3 boys at the front row, and every time they found out I was a Marvel fan, every time I was in class.
This is what I'm saying.
These kids looked up to that. Yeah, the other kids at the background had the Iron Man type. These kids did that.
Not only that, it broke the stereotype because the amount of white children wearing the Black Panther, they're not seeing colour.
And I loved that.
They're not seeing colour. They're seeing the superhero.
Which is how we were when we were kids.
Yeah. I want to be Superman.
I want to be Superman.
I want to be Iron Man. And I can be them. And it's not fulfilling that prophecy like, oh, well, Thor is this, blonde hair, blue eyes, and, Mr. Stark and blah, blah, and Spider-Man. Come on. So...
Yeah. I really feel that as a strong black male, T'Challa, so I'm not talking about Black Panther, I'm talking about T'Challa as a king.
The character.
Because I remember we spoke about this scene, that scene when he's going back into the astral plane and he's meeting his dad.
Yeah.
And because he misses his dad, man. And he goes to his dad's knees and his dad said, stand up, you're king. That got me, man. That got me, man.
And for anyone that's ever lost their dad, which we have, that it's real stuff. It's important to see black father, black child, and the whole thing.
100%. So I think on those bases alone, they need to bring back T'Challa. The character T'Challa. They need to bring him back. He's 100%. And this is why there's a thing going on Twitter now for him to come back.
Yes.
Letitia's
not what we're looking for right now. Not right now.
And I'm gonna be honest, as a lot of people, as you guys probably were, although it is in the comics, I was a little bit disappointed when they first said that they were going to make a Black Panther because Letitia's a good actress. I'm not disputing that.
She's great as Shuri.
great as Shuri, but she doesn't have the physical presence to carry off being Black Panther. She just doesn't. If you'd have said to me, Okoye, I'd have been all for that. I'd have been all for that.
I wouldn't have questioned.
I wouldn't even look. Yeah, 100%. I would have said no problem. Go for it.
Do you know what I mean? Not about her being a woman.
No, not at all.
It's just
not
about
at all.
You know,
the presence.
I don't want to see Superman as a skinny guy.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like he's even walked in the gym before.
Right.
I want to see a hero.
Yeah.
Incredible
100%.
Hulk can't be big and fat. Like, he can't. But that's what I'm saying. These characters are established and they look a certain way and they have a certain profile.
Right.
And that's what we are into.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? That's what we're into.
So 100%. So I take it we're all in full agreement that.
Full agreement. Recast.
Hashtag recast T'Challa.
Yeah.
We've named some actors who we think could take it.
Yes.
Damien played a blinder with Lakeith Stanfield. I didn't even think that.
I think Lakeith goes to the top.
I actually do think that.
Lakeith first, then Stephen.
Yeah, Stephen James, and then John David Washington. Yeah.
And then even Ashton.
And then Ashton,
right, but he's in the mix for me.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a massive talent waiting to happen. But Lakeith, for me...
Get Lakeith in the gym, you know.
That's it. Send him this way. Gym rat pack.
Yeah. Chicken and broccoli.
And a bit of advice on nutrition. We'll be rolling.
Guys, what do you think, man? You heard what we think about this.
It's been emotional.
Yeah, for real. So, like, you know, let us know what you think, guys. Do you think they should recast T'Challa? Let us know in the comments down below what you think.
Is there one we've missed as well?
Yeah, let us know.
Are you the next T'Challa? Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, man.